Hey, what is up everybody, Chuck here, and welcome to today's very interesting Pokemon Go video. Now, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, this weekend is Easter, and a lot of people have speculated over the past couple weeks that Easter will bring a Pokemon Go event. So earlier today, somebody on Reddit with the name Hidden Leaker, very conspicuous, great job hiding yourself, and he made a post that basically said that there's going to be an Easter event that starts tomorrow that lasts for 1 week, and you'll get double XP and have an increased likelihood of hatching rare Pokemon from your eggs. There was also another post on Twitter that said basically the same thing, double XP, increased chances of hatching a Lapras, a Snorlax, Porygon, Pokemon like that from your eggs, and that this said event will last for an entire week. Unconfirmed. And basically all the credibility that that guy has is traced back to the Water event and Generation 2 release, where he successfully predicted the day before that those events were going to take place. However, the guy who actually had the information and was able to leak that to his local Facebook page has since left that Facebook page group. Don't worry, I did all the research for you because I know a lot of YouTubers won't actually dive this deep. I did it. Now, what's strange to me is that Niantic normally will announce the events about 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and then the event will start at about 5 o'clock later in the day. It is now 2 o'clock, nothing has been announced. Maybe the entire event is an Easter egg. Okay, that's too far, sorry. Regardless of all that, do I think we're gonna have an Easter event? I do. So let's break it down. But before we get into the video, I want you guys to leave your predictions for what you think should happen with the Easter event. Should we have double XP, double Stardust? Which Pokemon should appear more frequently in the wild? Which Pokemon should appear more frequently in eggs? Let me know. Here's the deal. A couple months ago, the CEO of Niantic told us to save our candies. Have we had any reason to save our candies up until now? No. Some people say, oh my god, the Shiny Magikarp event. Thank god I saved my candies. Wait. In order to find a Shiny Magikarp, you have to go through like 200 Magikarps to get one. That's like 600 candies. You didn't need to save any candies for that event. You would get them during the event. Wrong. Have we had any double XP events? No. Have new Pokemon been released? No. What could it mean? That something's gonna happen. But are you guys ready for my theory? It doesn't matter if you're ready, because here it is. We will get an Easter event and it will bring us double XP. So right now, what you should be doing is not evolving anything. Even if we don't get an event, there is no difference in evolving your Pokemon today versus tomorrow. Just wait a little bit. Because evolving Pokemon in the double XP event would give you 2,000 XP per evolution with a lucky egg. That's a lot of XP. Let me catch my Mewtwo. Got it. Now, I was hoping that they were going to introduce breeding into the game for an Easter event, which they still might do. Literally, this leak was made by some random person in Photoshop. We have no idea if it's going to be real. But if we do get an Easter event, something will 100% guarantee, mark my words, something will happen related to eggs. I really like the idea of being able to hatch all hatchable Pokemon. When I say that, I mean like you can't hatch a Dragonite, you can't hatch a Vaporeon, stuff like that. All the hatchable Pokemon will be able to be hatched from one type of egg, like some sort of special painted Easter egg in the game that you can only get during the event. Because right now, the odds of getting a 10k egg from a Pokestop are not very good. And getting a Pokemon that you actually want from a 10k egg, like a Snorlax or a Lapras, are really bad. And the way that eggs work is that when you spin a Pokestop and you get a 5k egg, you're not actually getting a 5k egg, you're getting the Pokemon that is inside it. So the very instant that you spin a Pokestop and you get a 5k egg, there is already a Pokemon predetermined to be in that egg. So basically what this event could do is make all Pokemon equally likely from one type of egg. So obviously right now 10k eggs are much more rare than 5k eggs, but this would basically bring everything down to the same level, so you have an equal chance of hatching each Pokemon, which makes it more likely to hatch 10k egg Pokemon, but not more likely than a 5k Pokemon. Does that make sense? And this may also be their way to incorporate Gen 2 starters into their eggs, because for whatever reason, they're still not in them. I mean, they could throw 20k eggs out there, or 50k eggs out there, or even 100k egg that could give you a chance at hatching a Pokemon like Mew or Mewtwo or Smeargle, which would make sense because paintbrushes and eggs and painting eggs and Easter and... So if you think back to the Valentine's Day event in Pokemon Go, basically what they did is they completely reshuffled the entire egg hatching chart. You could hatch certain 10k egg Pokemon and 5k eggs, and certain 5k egg Pokemon and 2k eggs. Now, at the time, we had no idea why they did it. We were just happy that we weren't going to be getting a bunch of pincers from our 10k eggs. But 1 week later, much to our surprise, they released Generation 2. So if we do see a little mix-up with the egg hatching chart, what that meant last time is that was the last thing that they needed to do before launching an entirely new generation of Pokemon. Now, I'm not trying to say, oh my god, we're gonna get Gen 3 next week. In fact, I believe we're gonna get Gen 4 before Gen 3, because there are 0 Pokemon from Generation 1 and Generation 2 that evolve in Generation 3, and there's like 15 of them that evolve in Generation 4. So if tomorrow we get an event and it says that we basically have a higher chance of hatching a Lapras or a Porygon or a Snorlax, that means that there is a shuffle going on with which Pokemon will be hatched from which eggs, which basically means Gen for confirmed. I'm just kidding, but if it happens, I predicted it. Sorry for being all over the place today. I was watching a couple videos earlier from Pokemon Go YouTubers, and they were reading this news to their viewers basically like it was confirmed. Like, we are 100% gonna have an Easter event tomorrow, double XP. We're gonna get a bunch of Snorlax and Lapras from our eggs. Nothing's been confirmed. In fact, literally the only reason that post has credibility is because of some random guy who doesn't even exist in that group anymore, which means there's no credibility. It's literally just one little Pokemon Go group in Spain that is causing all of this ruckus on the internet. My final verdict. I can almost guarantee that we will have an event. I would put the odds at about 91.6482375%. The odds of that Easter event bringing a double XP event, 61.9%. The odds of Generation 4 being released tomorrow, 0.03%. The odds that rare Pokemon will appear more frequently in eggs, 73.7%. These are completely made up numbers, just whatever I've got going on up here. So if I'm wrong and there is no event announcement tomorrow, I want everybody to come back to this video and say, Truck, you are an idiot. But if I'm right, I want everybody to come back and say, Truck, you are my god. Anyways, I love you all. If you enjoyed, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Hopefully, I will see you all tomorrow with an Easter event video announcement. But until then, I love you guys. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here and take it easy. Peace.